Well, today we have decided that we are going to go out and have a day out. Vanessa has decided that we are going to go to a place called Cataboo. Cataboo located in St. Elizabeth. We had planned to go there for some time, but this time we are actually going there. I think I'd love to just take a drive out, and that's what we're doing. So Cataboo is where we're going today, and Lady Vanessa is leading the way as we're heading towards the mountain, Long Hill, and of course, here we go on our way to Cataboo. The Long Hill Road is a road that is quite feared by many motorists. If you look on your right, going up, you will see what is really a precipice. I am really scared of this road, but I take my time to ensure that I'm able to navigate. As a matter of fact, I must say that there's a road being built to bypass this, and that is going to be in the near future. So as you use this road, take time and take caution to ensure that you navigate this road carefully, because I've heard stories about people going over and of course they did not live to tell the tale. So always take this road with caution. It is my understanding that to my right is a cannabis greenhouse that they are creating there, and of course that's going to provide employment for people, as well as I'm sure they're going to be exporting cannabis from this location and somewhat maybe processing too. But I think it's sketchy as it relates to the information I got, but I hear that as a matter of fact the industry is moving ahead. I'm sure you noticed that the road structure has changed, much smoother roads, and that has been done over the last couple of years. As a matter of fact, this road now takes you into Sablamar at record time. Notwithstanding, it might seem as a raceway to some drivers. Again, you have to be very cautious on these roads because you can pick up speed and find yourself unable to control your vehicle. Let me also share some information regarding road fatalities in Jamaica over the last 3 years. As you can see, Jamaica has a high record of fatalities, especially as it relates to bikers. It is very concerning that we have so many fatalities. As you will notice from the recordings that I've done over the period of time while in Jamaica, you will realize that there's a level of carelessness as it relates to driving. At times, little consideration is given as it relates to the road code that exists in Jamaica. I often traveled on this road for 3 years while attending Teachers College in St. Elizabeth. So let me say that I know this road and I happen to enjoy traveling this road. Sometimes it was a bit daunting, especially when you had to make the connections from Montego Bay to Savlamar, from Savlamar to Santa Cruz, from Santa Cruz to Malvern. Notwithstanding, when you went on to Malvern, that is Bethlehem Moravian Teachers College back then, it was a wonderful sight. Bluefields can be traced back to the Spanish who established this area. After the British took over Jamaica, it was somewhat used by the pirates, of course. Today, it's just a calm area and has wonderful beaches, and of course, as you can see, the area has lush green vegetation. In the 18th to 19th century, Black River was a busy area, and of course you had logwood trade, and there was export of rum, pimento, and cattle skin. Black River also has a history of the Zong massacre that took place in 1781. The Zong massacre occurred when 132 slaves were thrown overboard because the ship did not have enough water to supply the crew. As a result, they slaughtered and massacred 132 slaves. The ship finally arrived at Black River, and the planter was very upset with what had taken place. So he sued the shipping company and gained compensation. What I realized as I traveled Jamaica is that there is a history to every area located in Jamaica. I am wondering, are we teaching our children the history that's necessary? Of course, the Black River is one of the longest rivers in Jamaica. It is approximately 33.2 miles long. And as a matter of fact, you can navigate up. It has a wonderful habitat. The area is also known because of its wonderful delicacy, and I call that pepper shrimp, right? Now, the Black River gives a lot as it relates to shrimp. A Jamaican passing through the area would want to sample some Jamaican peppered shrimp. We are indeed making progress. We are near Cataboo. Overlooking us are some mountains. I'm sure I've been to those places before. Malvern, Top Hill, and all those places. We're about to make our turn right now into our final leg. I am paying attention to this road as I make the turn because I hear that they have spotted alligators on this stretch before. I'm keeping my eyes open because I heard that alligators have been spotted in this area. I think Vanessa is about to make a stop to show me where they found one a few years ago. The area of Cataboo is a farming district. You can see the plains and you can see the animal rearing and so many other things around. And you have individuals who are using the area to do their shrimp catching, to sell their shrimp in the city. After the emancipation of slavery, the Baptist Church built many schools in St. Elizabeth, and of course, they built in Cataboo. Cataboo also has a connection to Black River, as you can see. Its proximity allows it to have the best of both worlds. One person who visited the area in the 1930s stated that he saw an abundance of mosquitoes and alligators. And as a matter of fact, he did see a snake, a black snake, gliding across the river as he observed. While journeying along, we had a wonderful discussion. What is a square? I'm not talking about a square as in a measurement. A square in a community. So, in our discussion, I said that a square must have a bar. Miss Merkel said a square must have a cook shop. And of course, a square will always have someone selling drink or something, right? Apart from that bar. And we went on and Miss Merkel decided to say, you know what? The pastors in the community also play a very vital role as a taxi driver. Somehow the communities have cars now, but not everyone is mobile. So we came up on, of course, a funeral home. Now, am I saying that a square should have a funeral home? Miss Merkel quickly pointed out that not necessarily. But now we had a discussion how bodies were kept over a period of time in the past. Miss Merkel indicated that people had to buy ice. Natalie commented that people had to use civil oranges and so forth. And of course use coffee. Those were the days when they had no funeral homes. You know, a lot of families today do not understand where we have come and our history. But we have come a far way. We are now moving towards being an industrialized country. Yes, wonderful drive except for the roads. So I think if we can really develop our roads in Jamaica, especially these roads into these communities, I think it would see a lot. Of course, we'd have more tourists visiting these areas. Decided to stop at this wonderful place. After all, we have to make our stop to see and investigate what's happening here because I see a nice boat. We just crossed the bridge and it's time for us to see what's going on. Here it is, Lewes River Stop. Sounds nice, let's take it in. Perch. Yeah, just this man just got some fish from the river. Beautiful. Okay. You see no gate in the water? How big is Vassells one?
Yeah.
Bigger than you? Florida, them have some big one all about.
Some small.
Huh?
Small, some big ones down there.
Eh? Big one. I see one and two of them. Yeah. Powerful, not true? We have to just take care of the river so the river take care of we, not true? Yeah, some people don't really take care of the place. Yeah. You know, me love when them put in a file paper and you do a roast, not true? Yes, man, with some callaloo. Yes, man. Yes. Nice stuff, huh? Yeah.
They're not dead, you know? I don't have them in a pot, then still left kick. Okay.
Yeah, make them try it, you know, cuisine. Look. Nice. Look at it. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Nice. Crackers. Can't get it better than this. Look. Stuffed crab, crackers, and of course, Excelsior cream crackers. Right, that's what it is. Right by the Black River, of course. We're finally at the Vassells estate. As a matter of fact, this is a huge land space, and I'm telling you, I can't wait to explore because I heard that they have a lot of sightseeing around the house, and I'm going to be enjoying myself on this trip. I'm going to be eating as much sweet sop as possible because I heard that sweet sop is in season. We had a good time just walking around and seeing the animals. The cows were friendly, the goats were okay, and as a matter of fact, we just picked and enjoyed those sweet sops again. I must say that my friend Miss Merkel Williams seemed to be very afraid of the cows. Maybe some experience before. She told me about a situation where she had to climb a tree and practically wait for the cows to go away. Now, to be honest, I am not saying I'm not fearful, but I'm sure I'm a good runner. After all, who in Jamaica can't run fast? Of course, we come from a country where sprinters are born and bred, so I'm sure I have a little talent in case of any situation. Notwithstanding, I had no problems with the cow. I just can't see why city people coming to country are so afraid of cows. So the Vassells, they have been married for 47 years.
Yes.
Yeah. Just asking that question. How would they keep together so long? Yeah. Give me a little word of encouragement to the younger generation.
Oh my God, it's not that.
Yeah. Tell me, how you keep so... Yeah, a lot of people divorcing these days and everything, but how you keep so strong together?
When we live together, anything we have, we communicate with each other. Sometimes a little different might come in, but we don't let that stop us from getting on with our lives. You understand? Yeah. And that's how. And then we have together 7 children.
7 children?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Vassell, what about you?
Yes, let me say then, love is a great thing.
Yeah.
And we are together, we live together, we don't have much fuss. I don't try to make you feel discomfort. So, we just sit and talk together, and I don't try to go out on the street often without some occasion.
We just church people.
And
and you have God in your life.
Right.
Yeah, God.
Yes, we are church people.
Yeah.
So, we just cooperate together.
Yeah, because a lot of people, the communication is a problem.
Yes.
And I wonder how many times people can fall in love because you hear about a man marrying 5 times. can you fall in love 5 times? And I always say no.
I don't mean that.
You know, you see what I'm saying? So I think a word of encouragement is
I
understanding.
tell you, my dear, true love never dies.
Yeah, I can see the love in your eyes, you know.
And these young people don't know what is love.
Yeah.
Don't go tell me it's a spirit tech.
Spirit tech. When them,
Right,
the young people.
Yes, when me sit down and reason with them, there's Auntie Molly that a few days.
So spirit tech.
Some say, tell me something, and I'm going to love them and then for what they have, and as soon as they don't have nothing, no gone. That is not love.
But you know, I can tell you by looking and listening to you that you guys work together.
Sure.
You know, a lot of people want it ready made, but I always said if people work together,
Yes.
you stay together.
Yes,
Right.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah. But it is nice. I love the property. You
God.
can see. It's how you keep this clean. You have a lawnmower or
No, and
Is
you
it
know,
cold?
is it cold?
to be truthful, and the cold land.
So wait, is the cold level of this?
Yes.
They eat the grass. And then we have to keep it clean.
And it coming like it's a lawnmower work. I said, listen, it's a lot of work.
No,
Look,
dear.
look at it.
You're not the first person to
Yeah,
say that.
maybe I'm not a countryman, you know. Yeah, but look, it's nice, man. The green and everything.
I believe.
Yeah, beautiful. You know, I wish you all the best,
Yes.
and I love this property. You know,
Oh, dear.
I was saying to my wife, if I had a property like this, I'd build one house for one person, one house for this person, and one house for. But guess what? You need the money.
Yes, definitely.
You need the
It's a
money.
lot of money.
Yeah, you need the money to do that. But
My dear.
yeah, but I can see that this is a strong family unit.
Yes,
Oh,
and we
yes.
live
Yeah.
as one.
Mhm.
And my children, remember, if we were not living in any life, our children would surround us with
Yes,
love, you know.
and when I hear Marva talk about you, can hear the love.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So what advice you have? We're married for 22 years. What advice?
22.
22.
That's-
What advice you have to give her?
Both of you.
Oh, me fi say her alone.
Okay.
No,
All right.
because I know advice from me. I find about us.
All right. So what advice you have for us?
Well, my advice to keep loving
Mm.
Caring and
and
sharing.
caring and sharing
Yes.
with your
Yes.
husband
And how many kids?
and husband.
We have
kids.
two.
Two. And you, when you say children live what they learn.
That's
Definitely,
right.
You
definitely,
understand, my
definitely.
child?
That's
Children
right.
live what they learn. And if they grow up and cause their mother and father a fuss
And
a
quarrel.
them,
That's
there's the example. So we have to
Set the example for them.
So you two have to set the example for your kids.
exactly.
Powerful.
And let me tell you, don't believe so you have to tell your children only if you have manners to the both of you. No,
No, we
no.
teach them to respect.
Each other, especially the teachers.
Mm-hmm,
When you go to school, oh my God.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
especially abroad, the children, first of all, parents don't grow them up. They send them to school for teachers to grow them up.
Right.
And they don't teach them any discipline, nothing in the home. But
True.
I don't teach my kids like that. I teach them right.
Respect.
Respect.
Yeah, solid.
That's the foundation.
Of course, you have to
Anything.
start it in the home. You have to start it in the home, my child.
Exactly. Because
Sorry,
that's why
sorry, my
that's why society is the way it is today. Because basic respect is gone.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
A little tap now, you're afraid to talk.
Oh yes, you can't talk to them. Talk to them.
Yeah, solid advice. Thank you so much. But I love the place, and may God continue to give you strength
Yes, I
And
do.
just
and
like-
love and health.
Yeah.
Health. That is my wish for
That
both
is
of you.
my
Before leaving, I decided to do a drone shot and to give some young pilots a chance to see a drone in operation. Everyone gathered around to see the drone take off and land. I was particularly very focused on a young girl who seemed to be so fascinated about the drone. She wanted to know everything and she wanted to even fly the drone up. When I asked, her mom said she's so alert, and I said to her, "You have a daughter who is observant and very curious. I'm willing to give children the opportunity to explore drone technology as well as any other technology." Notwithstanding, I must say that Mr. Vassell found this technology very informative As a matter of fact, you can see him focusing on the drone and also the phone which operates the drone in several of these drone shots. I want to say I enjoyed my time. I think this place is wonderful. It was so difficult to say goodbye. Notwithstanding, we had to. In operating this drone, I have to ensure that I am keeping with the regulations that I've learned about. Hence, I did not allow the drone to get out of my line of sight. And of course, this place was just wonderful to fly this drone. It was an open space and had limited power lines and so forth. So safety is always a concern as I engage in this activity. And I also tell users who are going to be new to drone technology to ensure that safety is priority. We said our goodbyes to the Vassells family, and what a day it has been. We were given the warm reception. I've not met this family before, but I could feel the connection, and I'm happy that we went. As a matter of fact, I enjoyed the sweet sops, and I got a box of sweet sops in my car that I'm going to have, and it was just wonderful. The land space that they have is so green and luscious. The cows on the farm, the goats are running around, and as a matter of fact, you saw the natural lawnmowers around. Of course, the cows. You can't get it better anywhere. So I'm happy that I came, and I'll do this trip again. And if you're wondering how we did address the issue of COVID, we actually wore a mask all the time except when we were eating, because we want to ensure that everyone is safe. You know, a lot of individuals are really skeptical about whether or not they should take the vaccine. It's up to you. Think about the health benefits and think about who you're interacting with. I'm really concerned regarding vaccination in Jamaica because I now know that the numbers are increasing. I am fully vaccinated. Notwithstanding, I wear a mask for the protection of others as well as myself. So I do hope that things will be back to normal, and it's just my wish that we will survive this one. So as we drive back to Montego Bay, I must say that my mind is still considering the issue of COVID and its aftermath. I do pray for everyone and their safety at this time. We stopped at border to get our fish, and of course you can see as we stopped we have several vendors coming around to ensure that they are the first for us to purchase our fish. Always wonderful fish at border. Decided to get some, what kind of fish this again? Snapper fish from Collet and Polly, right? Yeah. Yeah man, a nice fish here. Give me a good price too, you know.
Yes.
And you know, it's fresh and everything, you know.
Just right.
Just right. So we take some with some little pepper stuff and the others, you know. But big up anytime you come to border, remember Collet and Polly, right? Big up. Of course the fish was wonderful. We had our fish across the road and soon we were heading back to Montego Bay. We had a few heavy showers of rain coming. Notwithstanding, we took our time to navigate. This time we could not see the potholes because of course they were filled with water. So we had to navigate even with greater care. I enjoyed this day. Overall, pound for pound, it was good. I think that Jamaica has so much to offer. However, you need to ensure that you know these places and take time to visit them. The people are lovely, And of course, this trip did not cost a lot. We did put gas in our cars. We did stop at border. You can avoid stopping at border. Notwithstanding, you want a snack on the road to sample Jamaican culture. Who would pass border without buying fish? Someone who is not Jamaican. So if you're listening to this and you're coming to Jamaica and you're not a Jamaican, please stop and have some fish. I want to bring you content that's relevant, connected to culture, education, and technology. This time, I did a little history. Thanks for watching and thanks for viewing. I must say thank you so much to the Vassells family for accommodating us. I'll be back for more Sweets Up, and I'll take up that invitation for the grand family reunion. Thanks again.